He was struggling. Yo, we in the building. We back.
Yo. That's the wire.
I like
513.
Yeah, how about the Cowboys? No Dak, no problem. Hey, you hear me? Hey, look, no Dak, no problem. Yeah, it's a good thing with the Millennium Tour. It was a sloppy, ugly game, but
he was mad at me for picking up Cowboys.
We definitely gonna talk about it. Definitely gonna talk about it.
Oh, we gonna talk about it. But shout out to the Cowboys for being resilient. No Dak, no problem. We that. CeeDee Lamb had a good game too. Love to see it.
Shout out to the city of Atlanta.
Yeah, shout out to the A, man. The Braves, kind of like we on the show, and we are, and all of us are cool. We would have liked to see Dusty get one, but everybody can't win everybody can't win. So, but we all grew up kind of liking the Braves. It's kind of like when you was a kid and you was a little black kid, you had to like the Braves a little. Yeah, like
the coolest team.
Yeah,
Reds.
Yeah, I mean, so like it's cool.
Man, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of.
Hey, forget Michael Thomas. I'm cool on him, bro. It's all because of fantasy. He don't want to play.
Let's go and start right there then.
Yeah, Michael Thomas from the beginning. My boy told me, Stephen Mose, I'm going to give him his credit. He said it from the beginning, and I felt the vibes, but I told him he was wrong. Michael Thomas never wanted to play for this team once Drew Brees was gone. He's not a fan of Sean Payton, I don't think. He wasn't thrilled with Jameis Winston being the quarterback.
I mean,
but I feel like
someone would think he would be, after
I thought
the ball out there.
I thought he would be, but he disappointed me. I don't like the fact that he has been paid. I don't like the fact that he scheduled his surgery super. Like, don't cheat the game.
That was cheating the game.
We talk about that a lot on here.
We
talk about that a lot on here. Don't cheat the game. As Kobe fans, that's how we like, bro. We coming to the game like these people want to see you play, and I get you got what you got going on, but you've been got paid big millions.
Yeah.
Now, if you ain't got paid your money yet,
do what you gotta do, brother.
But it's been many great players that had to sit through a season or two once their great quarterback retired. It's part of the game.
I mean, and you got a replacement coming in who wasn't. Jameis ain't the worst quarterback in the league.
They're gonna give you a shot to get a lot of yards.
He's gonna throw that thing out there for you, and it's gonna get out there better than Drew Brees was getting out there his last year there. So, but I mean, word on the street is that that Mike Thomas and Sean Payton talked, and they agreed on this. That's word on the street. That was a mutual team and Mike Thomas agreement that I'm just take the rest of the season off, come back, 100% next year. So
probably that's after the Jameis tore that ACL.
I was like, let's take it easy, Mike. And he said he had a setback, and it's therapy too, or rehab.
By the way, get well soon, Jameis, man.
Yeah, man. Hate to see it, bro. Hate to see it.
Especially because he was on a 1-year deal too. So now
so it's like,
he better take another 1-year deal next year if he's back in time, prove himself again before he can get paid. So get well soon, Jameis, man. And but Trevor Siemian came in and looked pretty good. He knocked off Brady and the Bucks. We'll get on dive a little bit more into that when we do our recaps. Something else, some more breaking news happened today. Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID.
Positive, man.
COVID's still around, y'all.
I know. Yeah, it's in the NBA too right now. But Aaron Rodgers and a couple other players, I think, in the NFL tested positive recently too. Aaron Rodgers, of course, the biggest name out there. Definitely gonna miss the game Sunday.
Even John Wick is immune to COVID. Yep. He was out there. He was out there again. Out there enjoying his Halloween. No mask, no nothing.
Now he COVID up.
But all the scrutiny is coming from what he said this past when he came back. I think it was August. He said this. They asked him, "Are you vaccinated?" And his answer was like, "Yeah, I'm immunized." And he went on to explain some things. Like he thought it was a personal decision, but he's not vaccinated. That's came out today. He's not vaccinated. He has to do the non-vaccinated COVID protocols.
So he's gonna miss a game.
He's gonna maybe two. But the big thing is now he told the league he didn't tell the league he was vaccinated. He told the league that he was equal to vaccinated with his whatever he did is what he said.
And basically making the Packers look bad at the end of the
but
day.
the NFL said the NFL was basically in like a disagreement saying, nah, you're not vaccinated if you're going by the non-vaccinated rules, wearing your mask here, doing what you gotta do. But Aaron Rodgers was still going around like he was vaccinated, basically. So now it's a big thing, like the NFL gonna do anything, like they're gonna punish him for basically not following the rules since he wasn't vaccinated.
But if it was Lamar Jackson, yes. But
definitely, if it's Lamar Jackson, of course. As soon as it came out that he has COVID and you wasn't vaccinated, you out here doing.
Yeah, once you catch now, if you catch it, you catch it and you being, taking your precautions. It's just you just got.
Even if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, but the fact that you said you told the media he was vaccinated, and it kind of he didn't say he's vaccinated, he said he was immunized, but the way he answered the question, yes, and then went on to sound immunized, and then the fact that you were still doing things that vaccinated players were doing, as far as not wearing your mask in the media sessions
the entire time.
He didn't wear his mask at all the whole season, bro, so far,
and
he hasn't been vaccinated. That's man. Aaron Rodgers, you're an asshole, bro. I'm gonna say that. Well, first of all, you're an asshole.
Typical.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. But don't be an asshole, bro. Don't be an asshole, bro.
Typical. Typical white privilege.
Yeah, that's an asshole move, bro. That's real talk.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Don't get vaccinated, but don't put everybody else at risk and lie by lying or by masking the fact that you're not vaccinated.
Big trip. Now you better cost yourself. Although you got a comfortable lead in your division right now, but you still better cost your team 2 games.
Possibly more. The NFL step in, man.
I think they will.
They might step in, bro.
Well, I don't think they'll suspend them, but I think they'll probably just give them like a hefty fine.
Depending on how big the media outlash is. If the media come out heavy on them, the NFL may have to act harder than just a fine, bro.
You would hope so.
Because now the fact that he actually has COVID, he put out him a risk. Technically, you want to be serious about him a risk. And if you want to, if you don't want to get vaccinated, at least let everybody know around you. Let them choose. They want to still come around you, let them choose that. You know what I'm saying? If they still choose that, that's their choice. But don't lie about it, bro.
Facts. That's like I mean, and it's just not his teammates. It's like everyone who works at the stadiums, refs, like everyone in the press room.
You've been playing. It's been what, 6 weeks now, 7 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in and out of different states, locker rooms, bro. Like what? Crazy, bro.
Weird energy.
That's irresponsible, bro. That's really irresponsible.
It is irresponsible.
Very, very.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's fine, though. I get it, but pick a struggle. That's all I say to people. Pick a struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like how hard is it just to say I'm not vaccinated, and I'm gonna follow the non-vaccinated rules. I'm gonna wear my mask. I'm supposed to run around. Let y'all know, so y'all are aware. Now that he played the way he played it may be some harsher repercussions.
That privilege, man.
Yeah. And that's ultimately what, like I said, what's going to come down to. Like I said, this was African American quarterback. They're suspended with plus fine. I think he'll just get a hefty fine. I don't think the media is going to blow this out of proportion. Which my thing is, there's one person specifically, especially Stephen A. Smith. I want to see what his reaction will be to it tomorrow, because you gave Kyrie hell for not getting vaccinated, and now you find out your favorite quarterback not vaccinated and has been putting other people at risk. So I just want to keep that same energy tomorrow.
Basically, try to mask it. At least Kyrie's open. Like, I'm not vaccinated. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, don't take away my options.
Yeah. But he, basically said he was in so many words.
I'm immunized. What does that mean?
At first, he answered the question, yes, I'm immunized. That lets me to believe that I'm just thinking, okay, he vaccinated. He thinks that means immunized. Whatever he thinks that means, whatever. I'm thinking whatever. Like, don't just say, nah, I'm not vaccinated, but I have taken precautions to get immunized. And then it was like, what? What does that mean, bro? He would have to explain that deeper, but yeah, he crazy, bro.
White privilege is real. I mean, I know y'all don't need us to tell you that, but
that's crazy. Let there be any, especially a black quarterback, man. They really don't like no black quarterbacks. They really don't like them.
So, oh man, this is a tragic story we gotta talk about, man.
Derrick Henry.
Not that. We gonna get to that, but man.
Another Henry though. Henry.
Don't drink and drive, man. Henry Ruggs, man. Third.
Got released today, as he should.
Yeah, as he should have, man. Tragic story.
156 miles is just flat out reckless.
Ridiculous.
And TJ, what's up, brother? What's up, brother?
What up, TJ?
That's even reckless for like sober. Like, come on,
bro. I mean, RIP to the young lady and her pet that passed away, man. RIP
Tina.
RIP Tina. My condolences to the family, friends, man. That's really a dumb decision, man. Really irresponsible decision.
Right.
When they are so I watched the NFL live today. They're telling there's several different avenues that he could have took. You know, the NFL has a free limo service in every city in America. You could have called, no questions asked. They don't care where you're coming from. They don't care, you know, how you look, who you with. Call them and they'll get you where you gotta go safely.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you making so much money.
Yeah, Vegas. Uber is huge in Vegas. I know it's a shortage right now, but Uber is huge in Vegas. I'm sure they got an Uber or taxi. You know, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, how messed up was the lady in the passenger seat? Did she drive?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure. I'm sure she would have been probably not doing 156 miles an hour.
Sheesh.
And that's my thing, man. Like, I mean, we're all not. I'm speaking for me. We're not perfect. I've driven home a few times where I probably shouldn't. But the last thing I'm gonna do is go that far over the speed limit.
Bro, Jesus is taking the wheel for me more than I would like to admit, and
Fact.
I'll just say I've never
gone.
He had to been like showing off. He
Yeah,
had
that's
to
what
be.
I was saying. Maybe
and
he
a
was street racing
fancy
somebody.
and a fan. You know, he
that's
in
what
an
I was
expensive
thinking
sports car.
It was a Corvette.
Yeah, you know, I didn't know that, so it was going 156, so it's got to be fast. And look,
nice looking Corvette too. Nice little paint job on it, man. You probably stunning.
Look, baby, I can, and that'd be dangerous for a sober person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro,
that's
that 150. That's the screaming vehicular.
And she probably was
vehicular manslaughter.
The young lady in the car with him was probably, you know, scared too. I've been in the car with somebody going 120 miles an hour. I believe the dude was going. I was like, bro, I never got in a car with this guy again. But I was in the car like, bro, this is crazy. Why are you going this fast? And for him to going that fast, I know she probably had to be. Now it was a nice luxury car, so it probably was a nice smooth ride. But still, she had to be like, man, this is insane.
Yeah, don't put my life in jeopardy like that, man.
I don't know. There's probably gonna be more details to come out. You know, there's a lot more details came out today, but maybe he was. I don't know if he was sure. They say it's surveillance. I'm not sure he was sure racing somebody. Like he was just, you know, showing out. I live in Vegas. Rainbow is not a highway. It's not. I think the speed limit on Rainbow is like 50 miles an hour, maybe max.
Oh man,
max 50 miles an hour on Rainbow in some areas. He was the area like he was in crash. Like it was in more residential areas. Probably like 35, 45 miles an hour max speed limit. You know, so just like I don't know what was going through his mind, bro. Crazy.
As the attorney in the room, is there any possible way he gets out of it? Like, is there a hope? Because it looks like open and shut to me.
Well, he'll have the best money lawyers can buy. He'll get NFL treatment, and there's always a plea deal or something of this sort that he might be able to get out. I mean, if you remember Dante Stallworth, he did something similar, and he was back playing football. He'll be done the rest of this year, obviously.
Right.
But
it's just like
his career. Depending on his life's not over.
His life is not over. His career may be over depending on the sentence, bro. They might be able to get it downgraded to it. Like I was saying, he hit it from behind, and if whoever he gets a lawyer, I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but if they can prove that the impact of the crash didn't kill her, then he may be able to get it downgraded.
They'll show him some love because he's an NFL football player.
It might be the opposite, though. You think?
Nah.
You think so?
Nah.
I think it could be. I mean, because it's a white girl.
And pro sports in Vegas, where the NFL is already kind of weird about going anyway. All the pro leagues were worried about going to Vegas because things like this will possibly. That's where the big stigma was about Vegas. Guys gonna be out there partying it up.
He's going to jail, but the question is for how long. And I don't think it's going to be that long. It won't be more than a year, in my opinion. And he'll be staring around. I think that he'll get something like Dante Stallworth got. When Dante Stallworth got under a plea deal, he was received a sentence of 30 days in the county jail plus 1,000 hours of community service, 2 years.
30 days.
8 years probation. Florida license was permanently suspended. He's released from prison 24 days after his.
Dang, so he didn't serve a full 30. Now,
Yeah,
did this crash result in a
yes,
death as
DUI.
well?
Yes, DUI manslaughter. I mean, it's not on purpose, and the penalty should be harsh, and they should catch a lot of it on a civil lawsuit. I mean, but and they will.
Interesting.
But
come back and sue him, the family will.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, be a fool not to.
Yeah.
And they'll win. And they'll win.
Easily, probably.
Yeah. I think that he'll miss out on some NFL time though, obviously because of the sentence. But he'll get reinstated at some point. But it just depends. He doesn't have a record as far as I'm concerned, so it's first time offender. Yeah, you know, he has some good bargaining chips, and he'll do a little time. His life's not over.
Okay.
And his career's not over either.
I was gonna say I don't know about the career. His life definitely not over. Career.
And now if NFL doesn't let him back in, but he'll be out and he'll be eligible to play. This stuff could be over with legally,
clear to play.
Yeah, I think within a year. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't think he's gonna go to jail for a lot longer than that. But yeah.
Look, I just read you. You know, Stalwart. He murdered some, but
now if he gets it down there, I think they have his right now. What is it? I think it's like DUI with
everybody's laws are. I think he would come off like OBI and vehicular homicide or vehicular manslaughter in Ohio, but everybody has their own, their own way of saying it, or negligent homicide. Because I can see a case for that, and a negligent homicide is misdemeanor here that holds only up to a year. So because it's like I ain't doing it on purpose. He didn't do it on purpose.
He didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident.
It's his first offense. But there should be real consequences. So I don't know exactly what their law is, but he will face real consequences. Maybe it's more than 30 days, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be as long as people think. It's a little bit different now than 2009 because social media is a lot bigger.
That's true. That is true.
So
I didn't think about that.
It is. So from that perspective, it could. From that perspective, it could get raised up a little. Because there's more people that's watching.
Eyes on it. Yeah.
And because Dante Stallworth was a bad boy when that stuff happened, man. Like he wasn't the best receiver in the league, but he was better than this dude.
You knew football.
If you knew football, but at the same time, as the accents, he was better than this hammer. Yeah, Rubs.
I would agree.
So, I hope the brother gets the help to get in, RP to the young lady, and prayers go out to her family and friends. Don't drink and drive, man.
It ain't worth it, man. Don't do it.
At all.
Don't do it.
Now we can move. Well, first, the title of the show, Free OBJ, because a lot of people has been hashtagging that.
Little LeBron James.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. The NFL trade deadline was yesterday. He hasn't come out publicly and said anything, but people around him, his father, just retweeted a video of Baker Mayfield missing him on a lot of open throws. And like I said, NFL trade deadline came and went. But today, the head coach said that he sent Odell home and he is not with the team right now.
Yeah.
And my thing is, and I just got done running the Bengals show. Bengals played the Browns this weekend, and the Browns reporter said that what's most likely going to happen is they're just going to send Odell home for the rest of the year and just be inactive. He'll still get paid, obviously, but he'll just be inactive each and every week, kind of like Deshaun Watson is right now.
Yeah, because it'll be a weird background team.
But my thing is, why not trade him? Why not try to get something for him?
Especially if you want to.
No, I want to put him on the waiver wire. I know he can end up in Las Vegas, or it was the Saints, but not now because the Saints season is
they're mailing it in.
They're Saints. If they smart, I almost kind of want to lose every single game at this point. They're not going to
because not worth it.
They don't play that, but yeah, it's definitely not worth it to win. But yeah, I mean, is he what's his contract like? He's still making a whole ton of money,
I think
or
it's like $7 million this year.
Yeah, I think he's on like.
But next year, I don't think anything's guaranteed next year.
Cutting, and
especially if the guy. I mean,
him and Baker just don't.
They don't mix. He's been professional about it. Surprisingly, he's been professional
and his career's hurting for it.
Yeah, he hasn't said too much publicly about it. Now, like you said, his dad did. I don't know if he posted a video on YouTube.
He retweeted somebody's video.
Hey, it's coming back to what we said, bro. Me and you, Baker ain't that, bro.
No, he's not.
He ain't. And to your defense, and there's no against because he did come strong after we came against Baker. Just ain't it, bro. He just not.
Nah, but like I was saying, if his close friends and family, like if LeBron James is tweeting free OBJ, Odell Beckham hit LeBron up. Like LeBron just tweeting out of nowhere during the start of the NBA season. LeBron tweeting out of nowhere. So I think Odell definitely wants out. He just was being professional about it. Maybe to the public, professional about it.
He's getting 14 this year.
14 million this year. Jeez.
And he's under contract with League for 2 more years.
I don't think that money next year is guaranteed though. NFL weird with their money, man. Yeah, I don't know. I would. Yeah, I mean, I would just cut him, man. If it just didn't work out, obviously,
They tried.
Yeah, they were cool. They tried. Obviously, it didn't work out. Now it's making the locker room. It's now becoming a distraction.
I think that honestly, that's why obviously they sent him home, obviously, and once they do make a final decision, that's when the sooner the Browns can move on from it.
Yeah. I mean, even though they sent him home, they still got questions about it, so it's still a distraction,
Yeah.
Baker's got a whole like 5-minute interview about it, basically.
Yep.
So it's like you don't need that, and he's already, like we say, he ain't the most talented. He needs all his focus on the game, not on answering questions about Odell Beckham.
Especially now with his guys, his two-headed monster in the backfield. He's only down to one. Nick Chubb finally came back last week.
Yeah.
But Kareem Hunt's still out for at least 3 to 4 more weeks. So a lot more is going to have to come on Baker's arm. It's going to allow to rely on more of them. Can't just rely on two-headed monster in the backfield no more. It starts this Sunday in Battle of Ohio. So I'm with it for, like I said, if y'all really just about to have this man sit at home while y'all still paying him, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I'm Odell, but
I'll be happy.
But still,
I
want to play. I want to play.
Like I said, if his contract, I'm not 100% sure. If his contract next year is not fully guaranteed, he does get cut at the end of the year, and he can prove that he still got it.
Somebody take that. They'll take a risk. Somebody take a risk.
They'll take a risk with less money.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, I'm still in the league, but now I gotta go out there and prove it again. And I could have just. He's getting open, like that video. His dad retweeted or reposted.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting open. He was open. I'm not sure if what Baker was going through as far as the reads go. Maybe Odell wouldn't prefer to read. That's a very good possibility. Maybe he just didn't see Odell open.
I think he still has one more contract because right now like he said, he's in the middle of his 5-year, $90 million contract. I think even if he does have to prove himself next year with one team, if AJ Green can get paid somewhere, and Julio Jones get paid somewhere, and OBJ's only 30, he'll only be 30 next year, so he'll be 31. He can get one more big deal, especially if he goes out there and ball. But like I said, the system matters. The quarterback who he plays with matters.
Yeah, he needs to go to somewhere that's gonna be carried to his style, for sure.
Facts. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. What's going on with the Browns, and maybe Baker balls, because like I said, once Odell got hurt last year, that's when he decided to turn it on. So and if that happens again this year, then like on the Browns organization, it's like clearly they don't get along.
Yeah, clearly ain't working. So something got to shake. Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go. It's one monkey can't stop the show, baby. Isn't that the saying? One monkey don't stop the show. Yeah. So.
You mentioned you brought it up earlier, Doc.
Talking about Derrick Henry.
So what are the fate of the Titans now?
It's over. I'm just hoping Jerry Nichols can go crazy in fantasy. AJ Brown keep going. You know, it all come back to fantasy with the other teams, not the Cowboys. But shucks, that sucks for him. Like, cause he was rolling.
He was on pace to break the record.
He was rolling, and but I do like the I do like the approach that they taking. He won't come back one day before he's 100% healthy.
Yep, smart way to do it.
Mail it in. Hey, look, hey, mail it in. Season's over, baby.
They did pick up AP.
Yeah, I'm just talking stuff. I mean, they'll win enough games to, I think, still to. But shoot, with Derrick Henry out there, you always got a shot at a championship to me, because like
somebody in the playoffs.
Yeah, like you got a chance at a championship because he's just like
when you get to the playoffs, one game at a time. He gets you one game at a time.
But without them, they don't have to me. They don't have a shot. But I don't know. Well,
not Super Bowl yet. No,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, the Chiefs have just thrown everything so off. I'm trying to think who my Super Bowl picks was. I was thinking at the beginning of the year I had to probably say the Chiefs. I had to, and they're just.
I don't even remember what I said.
I want to re-pick that for sure.
Somebody.
I feel confident. I'm probably confident like 0-0-0-0. I probably said the Chiefs it's gonna be Tampa Bay versus the Chiefs. I know I said Tampa Bay. I'm pretty sure I said Tampa Bay versus the Chiefs.
I don't know if you said repeat. I don't know if you said that.
Nah, I know I picked Tampa Bay to win, so to win it all. I for sure. So, but I don't know. I'm trying to think, and I mean, I'm getting a little bit off topic, but I'm trying to think who else would I have thought had a chance to win the championship. We'll have to put the tape back, bro. We'll have to go back.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was the Chiefs. I think that was almost everybody.
Because why not, though? You heard me? Because why not?
I mean, and not only that, they spent all that money on the offensive line to protect Patrick Mahomes.
That was the reason we thought they lost.
Them boys sneaking past the Giants. It's getting ugly, bro. They suck.
Nasty.
And they're not scoring a ton of points either.
Nasty out there, man.
They're not.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes, they're looking too hot here.
Yeah, he is not.
Yeah, it's
AFC is definitely wide open. So with that being said, you said you were like a reader. So right now, who would you have coming out of AFC? I mean, because Tampa's still looking strong on the NFC. They're still looking strong.
I still got
Tampa still looking strong.
But at the AFC, Buffalo, Chargers. I'm just throwing teams out there.
I mean, if I had to go like off talent and skill, I mean, I just would have to pick Buffalo probably.
I don't know if I'm sold on Buffalo, bro.
They lost twice. They only lost twice. First game of the year, lost to Pittsburgh, and then they lost the other night to Tennessee with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it was with Derrick Henry. I don't know if I said it the first time. I don't remember if I said it the first time.
Baltimore still out there.
Yeah, they still.
You can throw the Bengals in there. I mean, because like I said, AFC just so wide open right now.
Yeah, AFC wide open right now. Even the Bengals are looking strong, even though they failed me last week. After I found the best team in AFC, they've got to do that.
It was a wild week last week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you was a backup quarterback, you just balled.
And we always say they ain't got no tape on them. They ain't got no tape on. It's like
that's when you get to going.
Get the rocks off. They ain't got no tape on. You better go out there and ball out. You better go out there and get paid.
But the way the Bengals lost was just that was. I mean, you was up 10 with 4 minutes. Joe Burrow had that late interception. That was just terrible.
Yeah, I think he leads the league in fourth quarter interception, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow does?
Yeah.
And what?
Fourth quarter interception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that he gives his guys chances, but some of the chances he gives was like, "Wow,
they're terrible." Because a lot of times it was like, "Bro, throw the ball away." No, that's no. Well, a lot of them, it's just like where it's like they aren't. He's trying to make a play, and it's like, bro, this isn't LSU anymore.
Yeah, like these defensive players can get to that ball. Like, don't throw that lob up there, bro. Going down, just throwing it up, thinking nobody's gonna get to it. Nah, these players can get to that ball, man. They're faster than these guys at SEC tech level schools.
Right now, I can't remember what I picked either. But right now, if I had the AFC coming out of AFC, I think right now the AFC goes to Buffalo.
I said that too. You know what I'm saying? If I had to guess,
I mean,
this more of a hard pick for me than
the Minnesota Vikings. Oh,
I was saying wrong conference.
I know.
I probably lean Baltimore.
I would lean Baltimore too. This is looking
they got championship pedigree.
I would lean Baltimore right now if I had to pick right now. If I had to pick, I would lean Baltimore. I don't know what I said before the season. Looking at this, I might say Bills.
Yeah, I probably
lean
Baltimore for sure. But still, we still got a long time before playoffs get here. So
yep.
Still a long season ahead of us, 17 games. Oh man. Go on and recap. Let's go on and recap the week and talk about so like I said, if you was a backup quarterback, you balled this week. Trevor Siemian came in. Knocked off. They beat Tampa. It's something about Tampa Bay. It's something about when Brady goes to New Orleans. He always just seems to struggle down there.
Yeah, man.
They got some. It's some voodoo or something.
Yeah, they got his number in
got that doll. Got that doll.
They got his number in a dome.
In New Orleans, yeah. But
got his number.
But that's an anomaly, though. I mean, that loss really. Buck still.
Get his flag.
I thought that was my phone. I felt like I was in court. I was like, oh my god.
Buck's still the favorite to win. Like I said, even though the Saints won, it's a good win.
Did you say the Bucks?
Still the favorite.
Oh, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was about to say, like, hold on. Like, hold on, what?
Just a good.
Maybe I don't need to bring on right.
Just a good win. Just a good win.
He's like, yeah, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. I'm like,
it's a great win for them.
And he gave him Sunday, basically. And he gave him Sunday.
But like I tell what you're saying, though, they don't need to win that game for real. At this point, they don't need to win that game, but definitely a good victory. A good locker room,
I mean, I think they should. I mean, because right now, if you're looking for a quarterback, this quarterback class is not.
Don't draft one this year. Don't draft one this year.
But the crazy part about it is, like, you saying don't draft one this year, but this is the year that a freaking star is gonna come out. That's how it normally be working. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you're right. That's how it always works. It's like, dang, we said don't draft a quarterback. This dude is a stud. It's gonna be one. It's always one.
It's always one. Yeah,
it's always one.
Be like this past year, I think it was like I think almost every quarterback that was picked. Maybe it's gonna be not every quarterback. It's gonna be a couple, of course, that bust. But I think most of the quarterbacks picked in the first round are gonna be good. At least solid quarterbacks in the NFL.
Justin Fields had a strong bounce back after a horrendous start in Tampa Bay. So it's good to see that young man's confidence isn't shattered, and it helped that
shouldn't be though.
And it helped that Pat Nagy wasn't on the sideline either this past week.
He's terrible, bro.
It's a sign. Get him out of here. Might be a sign.
Tua, they didn't pull the trigger on Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson will stay in Houston for the rest of the year, getting paid. I know I've seen a few Dolphins fans kind of upset that they didn't pull the trigger.
I wouldn't be mad if I was Dolphins fan, honestly. I wouldn't be too mad.
I mean, Tua's not playing bad.
I mean, I wouldn't be happy with Tua.
I mean, but when you got Deshaun, but like Tua's not playing bad, bro.
He's not.
He's playing like somebody in his level, years of experience might play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and we don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun. We don't know.
I know. I feel like I know.
We don't know.
But we don't. But we don't know. But I'm telling you, I feel like I know. I'm only speculating. I'm just you get what I'm saying. Like
I think I know too, but we don't. To be honest, we don't know. He might never play in the NFL again, as far as we know. And then they'd be like, "That's a bad trade."
But no, he would have been able to play ASAP though. because Roger Goodell already said he wasn't going to be on the non-exempt list or whatever. So he would have been able to play.
But who would say the soon trade him? All right, the FBI. Let's go ahead. So we're going to get him right now. Let's go get him. Then what? Now stuff. I ain't saying that would happen, but who knows? Who knows?
True.
FBI, the fans like that.
But my thing with Tua, you said he's playing at a level that basically like you would expect someone in like his second year to see, but
that didn't get to play a whole season last year too. So he's not playing bad, but not great. But go ahead.
But Joe Burrow didn't play a whole season last year either.
And Joe Burrow, he's better than Tua though. I think Joe Burrow's special.
Justin Herbert.
He's special.
Different level.
Like they got potential to be a tier A quarterbacks. I think Tua is still in his tier B. That's just my opinion.
Well, Dolphins fans don't want to hear that, especially if you could take it even in the top five.
But you can win a championship with tier B quarterback though.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that the rest of your team is solid. And if I'm spending my top 5 draft pick on you,
but you know what though, that's just what I think here how his career will go. I think he'll have a decent, but like Tua you haven't gave him the tools yet. Joe Burrow has a whole lot better tools than Tua. So does Justin Herbert. That's the flip side of it. Tua's tools suck. They don't suck. Like they're not god awful, but they're not good either. Devontae Parker this year has been hurt majority of the season. Gaskin, he's okay.
That's one of the best tight ends of football. Gesicki.
Nah, he's good. But they're not. Now name Herbert's weapons. Go ahead, brother.
Mike Williams.
Eckler.
Yeah, Eckler, dog.
The other way, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, yep.
Mike Williams.
I said him.
Oh yeah, you said him first. I thought they got one more other receiver too. They got some dude in the slot. Oh well, that's more than what he got already. Now let's go to the Bengals. Higgins, Boyd, Chase.
We're talking this year though, but last year I'm talking about last year for Burrow. Did he or did he not make? I won't say Boyd because Boyd was already 1,000-yard receiver before Burrow came. But did he or did he not make Higgins better?
I can't say. Higgins is playing all right.
My thing, like I said, my thing just come back. Top 5 draft, top 5 pick. You can't be that a B quarter at best.
I feel like Matt Ryan has had a pretty good career, and he's a tier B quarterback to me.
He was MVP though.
Yeah, and I think he was still tier B at that time, and he showed and he showed it when they got to the championship and he folded. Yeah, he had a tier A season though. Just because you have a tier A season don't mean you ain't tier B though.
But he had quite a few tier A seasons.
Yeah, he was tier A for like a little.
It was a stretch where he was tier A. Obviously just because you don't get Super Bowl doesn't make you not tier A, but he was putting up great numbers.
Yeah, he might have just been lower half tier A. He was tier A.
I feel like the tier B quarterbacks gotta have tier A skill players though. When that's what he had.
Do you?
To win championship.
That's to win championships though, but different comparisons. But how many tier A weapons at wideout did Brady have?
He's a tier A player though. He's a GOAT as well. It's hard to compare him to other people.
You compare like that. Brady is like.
Now, if you say Aaron Rodgers, maybe he's had good receivers, but like he hasn't had great receivers. So now Devontae Adams. He hasn't had a great. Devontae Adams. I know they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. So this mirror back here, I thought somebody was moving. I'm looking like, oh. But he said Devontae Adams,
like a great receiver core. He hasn't had one of them like he got like.
Yeah, so I think Aaron Rodgers is a better example there. Because he's definitely a tier A player, but
he never had that cast.
But exactly. But I think tier B quarterback. I don't know. Tua he shows the signs, but the Dolphins are not a good team.
So and I think hold him back. from being in Tier A. You think if he was around a better team, maybe he could show signs of some Tier A.
I just think he's Russell Wilson light right now. And Russell Wilson is a Tier A quarterback, and he just
But he's not Russell Wilson.
I don't know. Yeah, he's not Russell Wilson.
So you're right.
But then this is playing devil's advocate. Devil's advocate. Russell Wilson had a better team those first couple years when he won the championship. That defense was off the chain. So you can make a couple more mistakes, and he was able to get it. He was able to learn the game while that defense was great. And then once it was gone, he was like, "I got this."
Yeah.
But that defense didn't come apart. It didn't come alive until his 4th year.
And I don't think we talked about Russell that much before then. I mean, like a year or two, like he was cool,
but he was still. I think you probably brought up later. Like Russell Wilson has yet to have a losing season.
I ain't bringing that up. That's amazing though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But that division also was trash.
That's still pretty impressive though.
It is. I'm not trying not to take anything away from him, but the division was trash.
That helped. That definitely helped.
San Francisco was god awful.
That definitely helped.
Before Cap came in, they were garbage.
He was playing when Cap. He was there when Cap was there.
Well, I'm just saying that within those first 4 years.
I mean.
And that's not to take anything. That's not to take anything because Russell Wilson's great. I just want to put that out there. He's great.
Those Carson Palmer Arizona teams were pretty good.
They were okay.
They were solid.
They were okay.
Solid playoff teams.
I just don't think if I'm a Dolphins, I'm not trying to hear it. Tua doesn't get a pass, especially if I see what other guys are doing.
I'm not giving a pass, but the perfect example you brought up was Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. They have better weapons.
And it's also because the organization trusts their quarterbacks. Miami don't trust Tua, so they're reluctant to go get weapons for him. Like we're not even sure this guy's gonna be here. Let's not waste that. Let's not get a receiver. Let's go get a defensive player.
Right, and that's what that's why I go into what you're saying. If you're going to spend a top 1 to 5 pick, you got to be sold, and you got to be sold, and you got to surround him with somebody where it's clear, like, okay, we wasted. This is a waste now, but right now, Tua's not a waste. You don't know how good he is because you're not surrounding him around.
My thing, it is a waste because last year, what was the thing? Ryan Fitzpatrick was balling. If I much rather the Dolphins had kept Ryan Fitzpatrick and maybe drafting a high skill player at top 5 than having Tua, drafting my quarterback with Tua, having Ryan Fitzpatrick play most of the season, and then remember it was after the bye.
Yep.
They won't make the switch where Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't playing bad.
Yeah, they were actually rolling.
Then you gonna make the switch.
And we talked about that. That's not a lot of stuff that happened right there. That's not Tua's fault though. We're talking about Tua, and he came in and he wasn't amazing because most rookie quarterbacks aren't just amazing when they just step in. Some are, but those people are special.
I don't know. I think Dolphins kind of played around. I think it's more so on the organization than it is on.
I agree.
Anybody else, honestly.
They
just played it terrible.
Doesn't have any weapons, bro.
They just played it terrible. Who's
he throwing the ball to?
Even from that, what you talked about last year with the whole Fitzpatrick thing, the way they played that was terrible. I feel like they were kind of going off of a playbook, like we're going to do this no matter what, not going off of reality.
You don't do that. You don't do that. It could be Josh Evans quarterbacking for you, but if I'm balling, you ride the wheels till I'm playing, to
make you put that.
And it's not fair for Tua either because he's not unless they got what you're saying. I'm not expecting to play. I'm trying to get ready to play. Mentally, I'm not expecting to play because why would I?
This guy's doing. He's killing it. He's a veteran,
and I'm learning. I know I'm the future, but this isn't my season. That's typical in the NFL. The Dolphins are mishandling.
Now you pull the vet out who's playing good for the young guy. Now we got to live to that vet who's playing good. Now it's like, bro, what?
Another reason why you can't do it. I just pulled it up because I forgot. You drafted the guy he played with in Jalen Waddle. You see Burrow and Chase is connecting. Tua and Waddle played together too. That's a weapon. to go along with Gesicki, who's a dog.
What year is Waddle though?
First year.
Rookie year, just like Chase.
Just like Chase is. And Waddle was picked.
Come on, I mean,
top 10 was he?
He was top 10 this year. Yep.
He was top 10 pick.
Chase
is 101 though, so it's like
no, because remember, I mean, last year everyone was saying Waddle was that.
Everybody was though, because Chase wasn't playing though.
That's true, but still, Waddle. But even when Chase was playing, Waddle was still right there in the conversation.
Man, that's tough, bro. That connection just happened to work. Waddle could be a buzz, and I'm not saying that he is.
We ain't saying we don't know.
How do we know? He could be. We don't know. I ain't saying he is.
You can't even say that. You can't even compare. I mean, you could say
we got to wait a couple years.
Historical. The Bengals are worse off than the Dolphins historically, as far as managing talent. So,
unless we're talking about wide receivers, the Bengals, that's the one thing they can't do right. If they can't do nothing right,
you're right.
Look, I know.
Yeah, you're right.
I know. That's only receiver though. They can't do nothing right.
I don't know, man. That's a good point though. I totally forgot they drafted him.
Right, but like, my response is,
but you can't.
I don't judge people off their first year a lot of times. I mean, like, a lot of people thought Jamar Chase was going to be a bust one game before the season started, and then he took off.
All preseason.
A lot goes into a receiver being good. The offensive line is garbage.
For who?
I'm just saying, if the offensive line is garbage, then the quarterback ain't got time, and then the receiver don't have time. And now he ain't Russell Wilson yet.
All right, so is the Bengals offensive line? Because
the Bengals offensive line is better
than Miami,
but it's better than Miami's. But honestly, the Bengals offensive line still kind of sucks.
It's not that good.
It still kind of sucks.
Also, it's like
I think
Joe Burrow is just better than Tua.
He is. I said that he's better than him.
He's just better than Tua. He was coming into he's better than Tua. Rated higher than Tua. He's just better than Tua. Well, before Tua got hurt though, Tua was looked at as like, oh man, it was the prize coming to the NFL,
But they don't have no weapons though, man. It's tough.
You know what? I feel like.
And it's been, I'm looking at that, it's 2 games this season where he done threw 40 plus passes, 40, 47. He completed 80% of the passes in one game, 70% the next game. But
they want Tua to be like Kyler Murray. He's not that.
I just don't
think they want to be like that.
He just look at Kyler Murray. I don't think how good Kyler Murray does with the Dolphins though. He has weapons.
He got some dogs, and every year they gave him more every year.
He has weapons. I honestly don't know how good Kyler Murray does with the Dolphins right now. It's easy to say how good he'll look because he has them dogs right now on his squad. You know what I'm saying? But
man, that's tough, man.
Yeah, you can't really judge Tua. He could be a bust. I don't know. He needs more time for me.
They ain't giving that much time. I don't think I'm giving much more time.
Right, but for a young guy like that, he got to put his game face on because now he's sitting there thinking about, oh man, I gotta watch Deshaun coming. Oh, they're trying to trade me.
I'm thinking if I'm a Dolphins fan, though, how much because all right now if Tua goes to Houston, he's really fucked because Houston is terrible. But I'm speaking if I was a Dolphins fan, I would kind of be pissed that we didn't pull that trade out. Despite whatever happens to
Oh well, yeah. Watson. Going back to I would be too because it's kind of like Miami not getting James Harden. Yeah. Like.
I don't know how we got off talking about Tua, but
Tua could be great, just like Tyler Hero could be great, but Deshaun Watson and James Harden are great.
They already showed you they can be.
Yeah, like they are great, and Deshaun Watson is still elevating. You know what I'm saying? How old is he? Like 28?
I don't think so. Like 26, 27.
26,
man, I was trying to give myself a little you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So, and he has a lot more time to be great. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel bad for Tua in the sense that I think the Dolphins are going to ruin him. If he ends up going to Houston, he's definitely done.
Dunzo.
Just wrap it up. It was good watching you play college. Gonna be college football. But speaking of college football, before we get into it, you see first college football playoffs. You got let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. You got Georgia, Michigan State, right?
Nope.
Georgia, Alabama. Okay,
Georgia,
Alabama, Michigan State, Oregon, Ohio State, UC coming in number 6.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to take it first, or y'all got you want me to go, or y'all want me to take it? Okay. So Ohio State, I feel like they're not treating them fairly. They're not treating them fairly, but they're still in a good spot. And the reason I say this is,
you said Ohio State.
I meant UC. I'm sorry. UC is still in a good spot. I don't. Do the college rankings not matter? They were 2, and then all of a sudden went to 6. I don't know how.
No, it's two different polls.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but like, then to me, the college rankings, the AP, it just doesn't matter.
They don't matter.
Because that's not the one that's getting you into the the championship game. So they don't matter.
Don't matter at all. It's crazy.
That's what that says to me.
Yeah.
For one,
they just totally disregard the AP.
Yeah. So the AP, that's what that means to me. But so we shouldn't talk about it all season. That's what I'm getting at. But what UC does have going for them is Alabama or Georgia has to lose. Michigan State or Ohio State have to lose. They play each other.
That's true, but the way they did it to where if one of them will lose one game, they can still kind of technically just swap them out and leave UC at 6. Kind of how they did it. Because you see,
but
they have left, they don't really have no opportunity.
But like put it like this though. Well, they got SMU. They got a pop.
But SMU also has to do better too to possibly get moved up. If SMU get ranked somehow, they can pull up and get ranked.
SMU is ranked though.
In AP.
They're not
the college football.
This is some bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. It's
you know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. If they rank in this one and they beat them, it will help UC out.
This is some bull.
In fact, they ranked in this one and if they beat them, it's like,
so why are we looking at the AP college? Why is it not the college football playoff rankings?
Because from week 1. Exactly.
No, because the AP right now is like the only thing we could basically like hope to judge what the college football playoff.
That's bullshit. Do the ranking the whole year then.
Do we know who's on the committee for the AP?
It's the media.
Yes, it's like the AP right. It's like the AP right.
So why there's nobody on the committee that's even the same. So why it makes no sense. It makes no sense. The committee for this is like
if the college football player
same way they got the coaches poll.
Listen though, the one that counts if the college football playoffs, and they can do all that stuff, but the one that should matter should be the college football playoff, rankings, and they should come out week 1.
They should do it all year. All year, they shouldn't have no opportunities for these other ones to be out.
And they can still do theirs just like ESPN does.
Every week, y'all want to. Every
week. Yeah, but they should have theirs out ASAP.
Yeah.
So
from week 1.
Week 1 ain't no question to ask because that makes it fair.
Preseason one coming into week 1.
Because when you dropping in at this point, it's like, well, Alabama's good, but it's like, they're gonna more Alabama fans gonna watch than UC. So now I'm thinking it's about the money, and Alabama very well may be a better team than UC, but UC ain't lost, and I can only play who's in front of me.
But these everybody on the committee is from a big conference school.
Yeah, that's
they're automatically going to give the big conference schools are going to get the nod. That's why UC is number 6. That's exactly why. I thought if anything they'd be like number 4.
And quite frankly, I think they should be over Ohio State. Just
I think
to be fair, because Ohio State has
just
not
based
played
on the record,
and Ohio State has not played well.
Yeah,
they're winning. Like when they beat Penn State, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, but before that, they look.
They're starting to beat bums.
They look better.
They have a tough schedule in the beginning. They lost them. Okay, we've been there before, but then they play bums for 5 weeks straight.
And then they look real good, rack up some big wins, big score wins.
And then we're praying that they beat Michigan State, and win the Big Ten championship.
But what did you see, man? They gave them really no opportunity to move up, honestly. Unless the other teams they beat each other like twice.
Ohio State would have to lose, and Alabama had to lose, so it'd be hard to have two losing, two lose teams over.
They probably still would do it though. They probably still would do it.
The money, it's the money.
Still would do it.
I don't think they would do it for
not Ohio State
for those 2 lost teams. The thing that's hurting UC, I think, one is Oregon being right there because
Oregon.
Because everyone coming into predicting the polls, everyone thought that 14 was gonna be Oklahoma, and Oklahoma was at 8.
8, bro. That's
and they're under.
When I seen that, I said, "Oh,
that's
shit.
not right, bro."
So I watched it live. I saw that 8. I was like, "Yeah, UC definitely gonna be like nowhere near."
To me, that tells. Hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. But based off of that, Oklahoma hasn't looked impressive. Like you talk about a team from start to finish, like from beginning of the season to now, they have not looked impressive at all.
Not at all.
So I get why Oklahoma. I don't think 8. I think that's still. I think they should be at least like 7. Like I don't know how Michigan's ahead of them.
I thought it was low. When I saw 8, I was like, dang. I thought they was being a little.
What the college football playoff rank said to me every year is that record doesn't matter.
It's like a cool boys club.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
I think
if you're cool with us and you don't lose enough games, you're gonna be in. I think
what it's important to do. I think this makes it very known that there needs to be the 8 to 10 team playoffs. Yeah, because if you ain't in the top 10, then it's like, okay, you don't need to play.
Yeah, you need to play here.
And for the argument that a lot of people make, well, that 10 team is going to get blown out by the 1, so they shouldn't get in. But one of these times, it's not going to happen, and the 10 team's going to win. Because that's what happens.
I just much rather with its current system right now, because I do think when they renegotiate in 2 years, they will expand it to I think 8 teams. But right now, until that happens, if they would just come out and say there's no way in hell we're putting a group of 5 schools. I thought it was
possible to happen next season. No,
it's 2 years when they 2024 when they renegotiate that.
They just been talking about it.
Yeah, just been talking. But like if they just came out and just told UC flat up or any group of 5 school, no matter who you play, we're not putting you in. All right, at least you being.
Yeah, keep it transparent.
Yeah. Right.
It may not be fair, but hey, what can we do? That's why they're going to the Big 12.
That's the perfect thing. What can we do? This makes me think about Bob Huggins. Well, we just we don't want to be eligible to play.
Right.
Well, you ain't gonna be eligible to play. Then the NCAA,
like he said,
since these 4 or 5 teams are gonna get to play anyways.
Right.
Let's pull out, and y'all make all y'all money. Y'all make all the money then.
But that's why UC's going. That's why they made the move. They're going to the Big 12 in 2 years.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't make sense for Ohio State and Alabama and Georgia not. Why stay in the NCAA then? You're gonna make it anyways, and you might be out of the picture a year or 2. But for the most part, if we look at the if you look down. Since they've been doing the 4 teams, I can bet you Ohio State has been in at least 75% of the time.
Alabama been 100% of the time.
Alabama, and then Georgia, at least 50%.
75% of the time, too, down there.
I think they missed 1 year.
Yeah, they only missed. Yeah, I think
they missed 1 year. Yeah.
And my point is
same team.
Why you need the NCAA for it?
Right.
Y'all just play each other at the end of the year.
Do a end of year classic. Do the same 14 every year. We're the best teams anyway.
And they'll never do it. But I'm just where I'm getting at is then you just make all the money.
But it takes away from more money to be made from ESPN. Other
they gotta think of a way. That's why the men's NCAA basketball tournament is the purest form of sports competition to me. 64 teams.
Only because it's pure. Because even mid majors they can control their fate.
Yeah.
Because like I said, UC in this situation, they have to rely on someone else. At least in basketball, if I'm a mid major school, like if I'm a MAC school, I know I have to win my tournament to get into the tournament.
That's what RGG said. He said they should do it to where each conference championship team just has to play down a tournament. Maybe like do not every conference tournament team, but
they gotta do top 4.
Yeah, do enough conferences where it's like, all right, it's gonna be a nice little 10 conference tournament. Wherever you win a conference tournament, you get to come to the tournament, the big tournament, national tournament.
But honestly, I hope UC can somehow get in there, but I just don't see. Like I said, they would need Alabama. They need Georgia to beat Alabama in the SEC championship game.
Hey, just for the record, Georgia's only given up 4 touchdowns this entire season.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That defense scary.
That's crazy. Man.
So it's possible
that
Alabama's going to score, but They have only given up 4 touchdowns the entire season.
Miles scored field goal.
They
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They need Oregon to lose again.
Maybe.
Which is possible.
Not a maybe.
One loss Oregon, they're in. That Ohio State win holds a lot of weight.
Not if Ohio State loses.
Nah,
Ohio State would have to fall off. Like they had to
lose like 2 more probably.
Yeah, like
they went 2 with Columbus and 1. But that's a huge win, man.
They had to lose to Michigan State and Michigan, not even mid like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a Big Ten team in there, either Michigan State or Ohio State. They'll get in, and then you can't sleep on a undefeated ACC Wake Forest, who's at number 9. They have yet to play Clemson in that.
Clemson garbage. It's a wrap.
They're cool. They ain't getting in.
Clemson like 5. Wake Forest. Wait, Clemson like 5-3, bro.
They'll put I guarantee they'll put a Wake Forest in over UC though. If it came down to it, I think they
probably would just because it's one of the big conference schools. I'm telling you, bro. Like they that's one of the things Reese Davis asked too. I watched the little show. He said, "What kind of respect do you guys give Cincinnati? Or do you guys get any respect?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, we get a lot of respect. Of course we did. They're
that's
a
stupid.
Team." I was like, "That's bullshit. Bro.
That's stupid."
Bullshit.
And I'm because if you've seen the whole thing, he said UC needs to play a schedule like BYU.
Yeah.
But my thing is, BYU is a fucking independent school.
Right,
they're not even in the conference.
Ain't no conference at all, bro. Like, come on.
Like that made no.
That makes no sense, bro. That makes no sense.
It's
like,
just
dude. He was just bullshit.
It's just frustrating, man. That a team, like I said, Luke Fickell came to UC, built the program up in 4 years. He's not had a losing season since he's been here.
It's been that long.
Jeez. But if you watch the show, you watch the little show where they went over the list. It's from the very beginning. It's very easy to see it. It's like a big boys club.
Yeah.
It's I don't want to say it's staged, but for the most part, it's staged.
It's about the money, bro.
Yeah, like they're
because more
all the committee members are all ADs and high member faculties for these schools.
And Ohio State
schools.
and it's like that's why the men's NCAA basketball is the purest form of competition because it takes some of the money out of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State generates more money than you see on a college. So I'm gonna throw you in just because more people want to see.
They're gonna watch.
More people want to watch.
They're gonna watch.
More people want to see Georgia versus Ohio State versus than Georgia and UC. Even though I think UC put up just as good
from last year, but originally, yeah, most likely, regularly.
I wouldn't go say that. I mean, obviously, Ohio State has like more money, more you.
Big draw.
I think fans will tune in to watch that game just to see Ohio, just see UC lose, like get blown out.
Who's tuning in?
Huh?
Who's tuning in?
Everyone. You're saying more fans will tune in. You saying equal or more will tune in to see UC Georgia, Ohio State Georgia. I think you're wrong.
And let's say all UC alum.
It didn't just whoever played because if we look at it, the college football national championship. It was the game was over last year at halftime. Game was over. It was over at halftime. And if you go back and look at the history of the playoff game, most of the championship games has been blowouts.
Let me ask you this, and this is all about money. Would you agree with the statement that Ohio State probably has double the amount of alumni than UC?
Yes.
So if all UC alumni watches the game and all Ohio State alumni watches the game, Ohio State's gonna make more money, bro.
But that's just what you talking about. Like actually, like traveling to the game. I guarantee.
No, travel and travel.
I guarantee UC fans will travel to wherever they at.
But you'll get more. It's more. Basically, we were saying it's more Ohio State fans than UC fans, which is undeniable.
Yes, facts.
So but basically, you're gonna get more viewership. There's more fans. it's common sense.
But I'm talking about going to like if they're worried about money from the stadium standpoint.
The stadium is gonna sell out. That's
regardless.
It don't matter who's playing.
Okay, so
somehow us three make it to the playoffs. We're the best player. The stadium's selling out. It's the college football playoffs.
It's gonna sell out.
No, if it's up, ain't nobody gonna see it.
They don't come see it.
But we done made it to college football playoffs somehow.
Playing Bama.
There you go. Who do you think they ain't gonna see it?
How did they make it to the college? They
kill them. They're gonna be out there.
Y'all do the same thing. Same thing with UC, because then that just make their point. They're going to play. This is why a Group 5 team doesn't belong in there. That's why people will watch, just so they can go ahead and rant. This is why they didn't belong in the first place. They will do that.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, people will watch, but more people will watch if Ohio State. That's all we're saying. That's all. I think more people watch Ohio State.
It depends on matchup, because
I get what you're saying though. People will watch it to say
because as you said, it's same teams every year. People are already turning off because it's the same teams every year.
I just disagree that in the sense that you are saying that Ohio State football game is not going to generate more money than the UC football game.
From what standpoint? Like I said,
the stadium sells out, but every standpoint after that.
What's after that?
Merchandising, commercials.
The same. What they
viewership on TV.
Viewership on TV. Ohio State is going to generate more money than UC in every sense of the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Outside of ticket sales.
That's facts, Steve.
Come
on,
man.
They have more fans. They have
prove it. Well, they have to prove it.
They have more fans. It's just
let's just see how much.
No, I'm not saying you're talking about college football. Put UC in there. Let them have a terrible draw.
They should.
Let the numbers go down then.
They should.
Let it happen.
They should. That's what will make it fair.
They should. They ain't gonna do that though. They should.
They're not. That's what will make it fair. That's what's fair.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like college football as much as I like
because my thing what's the difference between UC now and if UC goes when they're in the Big 12?
Bro,
what's the difference? They're still the same program.
Texas and Oklahoma gone too, right? Or from the Big 12 that same year.
Yeah, but still,
I
think they'll be there 2 years.
They're
going there next year or 2 years.
Well, it's gonna be different then too because at that point now they're going there. So off rip, they already have broadened their recruiting. Scope right there. Off rip.
But that doesn't change the fans. Ohio State still gonna have more fans than UC.
Yes, it does. They have way more exposure now. With the Big 12, you got way more exposure.
Do you? Because the Big 12 doesn't have a TV deal.
You still get more televised games on Big 12. More.
They don't have a network.
But more big games are televised more the league they now the AAC.
No, because AAC actually has a contract deal with ESPN. That's why Texas and Oklahoma are leaving because Big 12 does not have a TV deal.
So who's on TV more this year? Was it UC or was it pick a Big 12 team? Oklahoma.
They're about even because they're both highly ranked.
Now I'll be interested to look at the ratings for those TV games. I guarantee you Oklahoma's game is probably rated higher.
I would probably have to agree with that too.
Just because you get a TV deal don't mean you can be people watch the games. You know what I'm saying?
But
watch the game.
But that doesn't. But I'm just saying, the conference is getting paid regardless. The Big 12 and conference is not getting paid no money from the TV deals. Texas is the only one because Texas has their own network.
Now, like you said, they have a TV deal and they have probably just equal games as Oklahoma, who don't have a TV deal right now. What did I tell you? You get more exposure for being in a bigger conference.
Oklahoma's. I'll come with that in a second.
So they don't get more exposure with that. They're gonna have. They should be able to attain better players, being in a bigger conference. They should be able to. That's what the logic is for these games. This was what the analysts think. That's what they seem to think. They think that's the reason why they're ranked 6th or 9th because they think their players are not good enough, even though they're undefeated.
But you can't.
They think you put them on the field with Alabama, they would get smoked. That's what they're saying.
I think the biggest issue even goes back to where it's not about football. Is the fact that the UCF had lost a game in 2.5 years and they still couldn't get in.
But they never started as high as UC did.
It don't matter.
It does matter. You can't start 20 and then expect the top 4. UC started in the top 10 and they're still not getting in.
2.5 years, bro. When does for me it's you have to be in that Power 5 or what's the point of playing?
Yes, but my point is
that's how I feel.
But at the end of the day, like I said, UC in the Big 12 compared to what they are now, they're still the same program. They're just getting a bigger check but they still have the same amount of fans. They're still probably recruiting. Matter of fact, UC is already competing with the Ohio States, Alabama as far as recruiting now. They're in the top 5 each year.
So
when it comes to recruit in the American.
Okay, so this past week, Oklahoma played. It was a Kansas. KU.
Kansas. Yeah.
They had 2.645 million viewers, and so this is the same week that Cincinnati played Navy. So not last week, the week before. Cincinnati versus Navy, they had 769K.
Come on.
The conference matters, man. It matters.
The network you play on matters too.
But you just said they don't have a, you just said they don't have a network deal. So
and the only reason they turned that game on was because Kansas was about to upset Oklahoma too. Let's keep it 100. Because Kansas is terrible. Kansas is terrible, bro.
Okay.
Pull up Kansas rating for this week. See what they pull. I bet they deal ain't better than UC's in football. I bet it ain't.
It's Kansas though.
But
I guarantee you.
But they in the Big 12, right?
But right now, UC is a top 10 ranked team in every single poll right now. So of course they want to get more eyes on it right now, because right now they're right now. I guarantee you, if they were shitty right now, they want to get any views on them at all.
I guarantee Texas is worse than UC. They're pulling big numbers in UC.
Right.
All right. So Oklahoma on week 6. Week 6 they played TCU. They had Oklahoma at 3.434 million viewers. UC played UCF.
Big game.
1.374 million. So they still had 2 million more viewers.
That's one of UC's biggest games, bro.
Yeah.
They just bring them the money, bro. Now, with UC being in the Big 12 now, they'll have some more eyes on them. Hopefully they'll be
That's not going to make a difference.
For viewership, it probably will, bro.
It won't.
We can go back and look next year. When they join the league, let's go back and look at it. When they join the league, we can make a point to go back, pull this clip up. We're going to look at the ratings from now. They're probably ain't going to really rank as high as they are now. They probably have more viewership than they have right now. In the next 5 years. I don't know. They said join the league, the next 3 years they join the league?
Mm-hmm.
We can go back and look, and I guarantee you, they ain't gonna be ranked number 6. And when we go back and look, they're gonna be probably ranked. That might be top 25. So who knows? But I guarantee you, they'll have more viewership than they have right now.
Because if you say conference matters, go to one more before we move on. Pull up UC Notre Dame. That was weird.
3.8.
3.8.
3.8. Yeah.
Million. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's still ain't as high as
Oklahoma. Oklahoma.
That was 2 ranked games.
Oklahoma and Kansas State. They had 2.6 that week, which ain't bad because Kansas State
sucks.
Kansas is worse than bro. Come on, dog.
But bro, I
just flat out told you why.
That was 2 top 10 teams. And they barely had less views than
right.
A team playing a shitty team, bro. Come on.
Come on. But one can't say
that game was way better. One can't say was way better.
One can't say it's not shitty. And two, the only reason Kansas game was higher was because Kansas was winning that whole game.
I'm talking about the UC and Notre Dame game, bro. That game was a way better game. And they still barely got more views than whatever game we just said
Kansas State
game. I guess it's the facts, bro. Numbers, the viewers, the ratings don't lie.
It also matters which network you're getting put on too. If Oklahoma's on ESPN, it's on ESPN ABC every week. Of course, they're going to have higher viewers. If you see,
but they don't.
How's Oklahoma get on those networks without a TV deal?
Yeah, that's
how they get on there without a TV deal. Yeah, Big 12. That's how. They pull them strings.
No, because they're ranked in the top 10. That's why.
Right, and that's the point. If you're winning in the top 10 in the Big 12, it matters a whole lot more than it is in the AAC or whatever the hell it's called.
Guarantee you that if the UC was winning right now without a TV deal, they probably would barely still get on TV. It would be tough to see them on TV. You probably won't see them on ESPN that much. You might see them now because they rank now. I mean, because they were undefeated, they're still straining on, but it'd have been tough, bro.
Ultimately, I'm saying I just think y'all missing the point about it's not going to matter whether they put UC in as a Big 12 or American team. It won't.
I think it will. I think they'll be able to retain better players.
Well, if it won't, why is they switching conferences?
They don't matter. They know it matters.
Sound like a waste of time to me.
I mean, because they're getting the school's getting more money from the Big 12.
How? Because Big 12 generates more money, right? Because they got more viewership, right?
No.
It's a bigger cash cow. He's a bigger cash cow. They got more
money.
The
history of the league
is more money.
Exactly. The Americans only been here about 8 years.
Yeah. So like, how do you have more money? Because I find it hard to believe they don't have any TV deal at all. I would need to look that up. Like,
I don't think they do.
They don't. That's why Bob Huggins. They don't have a TV deal. Yeah. Texas is the only one with their network. That's why Oklahoma and Texas are leaving. And then
Big 12 getting a TV deal though. They ain't gonna keep letting their. I'm just talking out loud.
They should.
I'm just talking out loud at this point. They're getting a TV deal. They're not gonna just let their conference crumble.
That's what I'm about to say. So now Oklahoma and Texas is leaving. Well, they're gonna consider the Big 12 a group of five then? Because is Big 12 going to even still be that with Oklahoma and Texas gone?
Those two big strongholds in the conference, man. Strongholds in the conference. Especially Texas. They bring a lot of money in.
That's why they have their own network.
They bring a lot of money in, bro. I don't know. That's going to be strange. Are they definitely leaving? They already.
Yeah, that's done.
Where they going to go?
They going to SEC.
Oh, they did say that. Damn.
They going to SEC, yeah.
Pot keeps getting bigger.
Because SEC just re-up. They just re-up their deal.
That's the NFL right there.
That's why you see the Big Ten is on Fox every week. SEC is on ESPN. That's why Big 12 they rotate between Fox and ESPN.
Whoever's available.
Exactly.
Whoever got the TV slots they available. That's crazy, man.
So
it's all about money in it all around.
That's the point we're making.
Yeah, it's about money, and they get more money from being good conferences, bro.
All right, let's go on and recap the week. Oh, week we on NFL. Week 7. We recap.
Yeah, recap week 7. And no. We
recap week 8.
Damn, we're down already.
Boy.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. Hey, before you get that job video, what's going up?
Follow us on Down to the Wire 513.
Yeah, man. Get on
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Talk to us.
Get on our reels, man. Go watch our content. What up?
All right, biggest takeaway from week 8 NFL.
Go Cowboys.
See that coming.
You got something to say over there, bro?
How much are you doing?
You on Twitter? I hate them. Yeah. These boys. I'm laughing so hard. These boys suck. Fire Zimmer.
Hey, you just say, God. I'm done. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this shit.
I ain't got nothing else to say. But go Cowboys. You can talk. I'm done. Hey, I told you we was gonna win. We did.
She was hot, man. Talk to us. Talk to us, man. How you feel?
It was terrible.
No Dak, no problem.
It was terrible.
Damn, man.
We torched Diggs all night. He was getting picked on.
Diggs was getting.
He was getting picked on.
It was one play stealing. It was nasty. He tried to cut across. Big dog. I'm out the field.
Got him.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins turned into Alex Checkdown Smith. It's just so much, man. I reposted a video on Twitter about how many times Kirk just missed touchdown. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. At this point, like I said, fire Zimmer, because the staff he brings around him is terrible. How do we get down to the 3-yard line, and we only set up a 3? We only get a field goal by 2 bullshit. I mean, those was bullshit calls. Like those 15-yard penalties.
Yeah.
Those soft calls. I don't even know how benefited my team, but they were soft. We get down to the 3-yard line. We got 2 of the best wide receivers in the game, one of the best running backs in the game.
True.
We only get a field goal. That's play calling.
It's a pretty good defensive stand. That sounds like to me.
Play calling also matters too.
Yeah.
So it is. So it is what it is. My Vikings were not known to fire coaches midway through the season, but That loss right
calling
there.
for it.
Organization's calling for it. Everyone's
fan base say, get him out of here.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. Because if not, we're going to end up losing our best receivers. Because one of Thielen's agent, who represents quite a few players on the team, he tweeted and said, "Enough's enough. Something has to change." So,
He's talking.
Zimmer's not a bad coach though. I just
time for change, bro.
Yeah, it's time for a change.
Kind
of gives me like, not to the same degree, but Marvin Lewis vibes. Like
he's a Marvin Lewis disciple.
No, hear me out though. But I'm just kind of the sense where it's like you know, it has some high highs, so you kind of really don't want to get rid of him, but it's like you don't want to get rid of him, not respectfully. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's probably time, and it might be time for him to be a head coach somewhere else or be a coordinator somewhere else.
He can be a coordinator because defenses are always. I was expecting the shootout, but it was a defensive battle from the get go. We lost to Neil Hunter for the year. That was a big turning point in the game. And then Clint Kubiak, who basically just got the job because his father was the offensive coordinator 2 years ago. Terrible as offensive coordinators. Let's get rid of the whole coaching staff. Bring in somebody else who's offensive minded. Because if not, we're going to lose Justin Jefferson, and I like to see that. And we're wasting Dalvin Cook's years because that running back life is short,
very short.
Go Cowboys! How about them boys? You know y'all wasn't gonna beat us, man, because we thought Dak was gonna play for real.
I thought he was gonna play.
And you knew. Can we get an unbiased pick one time? Like where you know your boys, when you know they're gonna lose.
No, because like I said, it's any given Sunday. It's any given Sunday.
He said no.
He said he's not gonna get unbiased.
Hold on. So like I said, so
no.
The Jets beating the Bengals.
Like
you said, any given Sunday.
But your brain, nobody in their right mind was picking the Jets to pick the to win that game. Where we supposed to be unbiased, but we love it here. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
No, but okay, but
everybody has a chance to win.
No matter what.
Everybody has a chance.
No, but you saying there's no way chance of Vikings. Why so many experts pick the Vikings to win?
No, I didn't say there wasn't no chance. I said, when are you going to make an unbiased pick? No, I'm not upset. Bro, I'm just kind of just talking.
Yeah, but we're a good football. The record doesn't show it, but do we not have some of the best offensive weapons? Is our defense still not middle of the pack this year? They can beat anybody on any given Sunday. That's not being biased.
Well, yeah, it is when because anybody can beat anybody any given Sunday.
Exactly.
But in your brain.
So why would I hope the Jets or whoever we play beat us that week?
You're never hoping that. I mean, even your team's terrible. It's just keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real. We can beat anybody in the league any given Sunday.
Yes,
it is what it is.
So
I'm wrong. I was wrong four times this year.
And so can the Houston Texans.
Exactly.
Technically, they can.
Exactly, they can.
It's too much for me.
They can't. We didn't think the Jets was gonna win again.
Ever get an unbiased pick where you're like, yeah, boys better than us? He like, we gonna win every week. Right. I respect it though.
Hey, you must not know me. I ride with mine.
I do know you, but you also say the Lakers gonna lose sometimes.
I mean, because that's 82 games. So.
I'm 17.
You said they're gonna lose the playoff series before.
That's 82 games.
But you said they're gonna lose the playoff series before.
Yeah.
You have. When we get there, and it's like, bro, you pretty unbiased when it comes to basketball. We love our Lakers, but we've all sat there and been like, yeah, boy, them boys gonna lose.
So real there.
You got to rewind the table now. We had to playoff series. They only in the playoffs what? Since we've been doing this?
Doing the show?
Once? Twice?
Twice. Year one and then last year.
When Anthony Davis was out, we said it was over. We all said it.
Yeah, it's like if
Dalvin
Cook gets hurt, if Justin Jefferson gets hurt.
Dalvin Cook been hurt this year, and you still pick the Vikings. Dalvin Cook got hurt last year, and you still pick the Vikings all 16 games.
Did we not win though?
Some games
and he did not get hurt all 16 last year. He played 15.
I didn't say y'all lost. I said you picked the Vikings all 16 games, and he didn't play the whole season last year.
He missed 2 games last year.
Okay, you still picked them still to win that game,
and we won those 2 games. Look it up. The Lions and the Bears. Look it up.
Lions and Bears on mine.
I'm not Lions. I would have picked the Vikings too. So.
I'm just if I'd have picked that, you was like, oh, you gonna get your so. It is at this point. It is what it is. You're never going to change my answer. So I'm always going to ride with mine.
He's always
so
no matter what.
To the wire people, listen to me and Brand for an unbiased pick.
When it comes to the Vikings,
when the Minnesota Vikings, because this week the Vikings aren't going to win. I can tell you that right now.
Who they got this week?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Lamar
about to get busy. They could win. It's a possibility. It's any given Sunday. Me and you can go out. Us 3 can go out there. I'm the quarterback. It's any given Sunday. We got a shot. I mean, yeah. You feel me?
I'm be real.
We ain't gonna win though. But
hey, you never know.
It's a point.
Still can watch.
It's a 0.001% chance.
Still can watch. Feel me?
Anyways, well, that leads us into rapid fire. New York Jets with the Colts. At the Colts, I'm sorry. I said with.
Jets coming off a big win, man.
The Colts.
Who won Jets?
Okay.
Who's playing? Is it
Mike White's playing?
Mike White. Yeah, I'll take on. I'm still going Jets.
Atlanta and New Orleans. I'm going Atlanta.
I'm going Falcons. Shout out,
I'm going New Orleans.
Okay. Denver and Dallas. I'm gonna go Dallas on this one. I just don't think Teddy Two Gloves can score enough points.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas on this one.
Dak is back. I'm going Dallas.
Okay. New England at Carolina. It was cool. Carolina got another dub finally, right? It looks like they formed. Yeah. They won their first 3 games. I'm looking at them. They 4-4 now.
What did they play last week?
I don't know, but they had to win it because they 4-4 now. Because they won their first 3 and then they went on a losing streak. They had to beat somebody, right? I'm not tripping, right?
No, they put us on. They had a bye last week, did they?
But until I look it up, I'm going Patriots. So
I'm going Carolina. Sam Darn.
Oh yeah, they beat the Falcons. They beat kicking all field goals last week.
Yeah, I'm going Patriots. Mike Jones, Patriots.
Yeah, they beat them kicking all field goals. Yeah.
Minnesota versus Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore. Goes to what you go because he's gonna explain.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens. Sorry, T.
Yeah, tell us why the Vikings are.
I'm going Baltimore.
Oh.
Can I explain now? Can I explain now?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm about to throw these motherfucking head.
Hold on. Can I explain it? Can I explain now?
Why don't we just waste 5 minutes here?
Hold on, but can I explain?
Yes, that's why you went last, please.
I'm picking us to lose because I want no slimmer hope that Zimmer can come back next year.
So you trying to tank?
Yes, we can tank so Zimmer can get up out of here. Yes.
Oh damn.
Yes.
The only time he's picking against his squad when
I'm picking us to lose the rest of the year. That's how bad I want Zimmer out of here.
You ain't doing that.
Can we get unbiased picks? Are we an unbiased show? Like, can we get some we don't need your motives behind your picks.
He's not doing that, yo.
We need to know. The people want to know who's gonna win this game and why.
He's not doing that.
How much they gonna lose by?
No, the new Hunter either. He's done for the year. They'll be about a touchdown.
Okay. All right. Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Go on Bengals. There's just too much going on surrounding Cleveland.
Yeah, too many attractions. Go on Bengals.
Bengals. Buffalo at Jacksonville. Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm going Bills.
Yeah, Jacksonville did not look good coming off a bye. Buffalo.
Houston at Miami. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna just go Miami because they just got a little bit more offense.
Yeah, Houston.
If Tua loses this, bro, he's.
I don't know though. Houston came back on the Rams, kind of nasty, bro. They messed up. Not they did. They messed up all the little betting stuff though.
Yeah, they didn't cover, but I guarantee the Rams took their starters.
They scored 22 points in like 3 minutes, bro.
Rams took that defense.
But I'm going with Miami.
By the way, we didn't talk about they cheating, bro.
Whoa, man.
Damn.
That's getting me Golden State. That's getting me Golden State.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But we're not at the Rams yet. We'll get there.
Who's getting in?
Miami.
I'm going Miami.
All right. We have. I'm trying to make sure. Las Vegas versus the Jets.
Do we have a game of the week yet? Raiders.
Not Jets. I'm sorry. Giants. Las Vegas. God, dog. Las Vegas versus the Giants and New York. Dang.
I'm going Raiders.
I'm going Giants based on Saquon being back.
I'm going with the Raiders. It's impressive that the way they're playing with a whole new coaching situation going on. That's the first time I've seen something like that in the NFL.
I think Ruggs will. That'll hurt the wide receiver.
Man, I forgot about that.
I might shake them a little bit,
but we'll see. I'm not enough for me to change my pick this week. LAC Chargers, guys. Chargers at Philly.
Chargers coming off a loss, right? Chargers lost last week.
I'm going with the Chargers, no matter if they lost or won last week.
I'm going to Philly. I'm going Philly. They don't do well on the East Coast.
We're getting a little cold out there now. It's getting a little chilly. Getting a little chilly. Green Bay with no Aaron Rodgers versus Kansas City.
This is supposed to be the game of the week.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game of the week right here.
It should have been, but no Rodgers. It's over.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna let you. No, I'm a Kansas City.
Yeah, Jordan Love. I ain't trusting Jordan Love too much.
Where did he play before?
He was always in Green. You talking about college?
Yeah, he ain't playing nowhere else.
Oh yeah, this the boy that's supposed to be. Yo, yeah.
Oh,
this might not be good for Aaron Rodgers.
Nah,
I know, but but I'm just not. No. I'm just saying like. Aaron Rodgers, he'll be so he's gonna be. What I'm saying, I'm just talking, but like if you go out there and ball, they're gonna be like, yeah, Aaron, get the hell out, because he's leaving after the season. You know that, right?
I think they would have said that to Aaron this year if they had confidence in Jordan Bell or Jordan. What's his name?
Love.
Jordan Love. I said Jordan Bell.
We about to find out.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm going. I'm going Chiefs, man.
Chiefs are terrible.
Their defense is terrible.
The offense,
Jordan Love might come out. He might come out and ball out.
The offense don't look good either.
Hopefully, Jordan. I hope Jordan Love come out and ball out. I want him to do well so they can let Aaron Rodgers go ahead and let him go.
This is a team to come out and ball because they said their secondary is terrible. So
this is a chance.
And Devontae Adams is expected to play too, so he's gonna have his guys. I'm going Chiefs.
All right, next game, Arizona at San Francisco. Arizona coming off a loss.
Yeah, Kyler Murray picks too. I'm going Cardinals.
But side note, what was AJ Green doing?
Blocking. He was blocking for run play. That's what he was doing.
Oh,
I'm not touching that.
That's what he was doing.
And he tested positive for COVID.
AJ Green did?
Yeah.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that.
Ain't no Kyler Murray ain't playing.
Oh, never mind. I gotta change.
Kyler Murray out 2 weeks.
For what?
Kyler Murray?
Let me see. What do you? I think it was ankle.
It's been so much going on. They ain't touched with I ain't hear about that.
I ain't got Kyler Murray in none of my fantasy squads. That's how I catch some of those. I'm going with San Francisco.
I ain't playing against him either this week, so that's
I'll go.
I wish I was. So
I'm going with San Francisco.
Yeah, knowing that now.
Thank you.
Thanks, T.
Thanks.
Okay. Hold on. No. All right, update. This is 3 minutes ago. They say he's good to go. He should be good to go week 9 against 49ers. Well, but he is dealing with a left ankle sprain.
That defense is strong.
So, and I don't know if y'all say this is fair, but if Kyler Murray plays, I'm going with Arizona. But if he doesn't, I'm going with San Francisco.
That's fair. I think he's going to try to get it out, but I think he's going to be hampered. I think they're going to lose this game, even if he plays. I'm going to go with San Francisco.
Yes, quote. I think I'll be good to go on Sunday if I just know the game plan.
Game plan.
San Francisco.
That's Murray's quote.
What the hell that guy? What's the game plan? Is the ankle good or not?
Can you run, bro? Can you stand up straight? Can you pivot up your ankle, bro? Can you push up?
What you got, bro?
Because he's gonna be running for his life. San Francisco.
Yeah, that sounds not confident at all. Kyler, you just sit your head down.
Tennessee versus the not Charger, but Rams. Look, I almost did it.
No, you did it again.
Bro, it's the C right there, bro. It's a C. You don't see that, bro? That's a C, bro.
They like to see.
Anyways, I'm gonna go the Rams because that defense is already crazy and it's getting crazy.
Added a Hall of Famer environment to the defense.
Scary, and he's playing a high level football still.
He ain't playing like he was playing back in 2014. But
I didn't say he was MVP. I didn't say he was MVP. I said he was still playing high level.
Though you can't double team him, so he's definitely gonna get off. I'm going
Yeah, Tennessee's hurt without
Derek out
and Jeremy Nichols. This ain't the game that you want. This ain't the game that you want to come in and.
That is cheating, bro. How the fuck did, bro?
It's like some basketball shit, bro.
The Rams just don't get no fucks about the draft, bro.
I wouldn't either. Honestly, you can get just if they don't win, though, they're gonna be.
That's my thing. That's the thing. Pressure is gonna be win because, like, in 3 years, like they can't sign nobody with this money.
All right, we won one Super Bowl.
But that make it worth it.
Yeah, they won.
They win one. Yeah,
it's worth it. They win one.
Who they playing again?
Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going Rams.
And for Monday Night Football.
Oh, that ain't Monday night. What's Monday night game?
Monday Night Football, which is gonna probably be a boring game in my opinion. Chicago at Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Hopefully, Justin Fields fall out.
Probably highly rated because Pittsburgh fans are crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be very boring.
It's gonna be low scoring.
Low scoring. It's gonna be one of them games where like I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a Monday night. I got work on Tuesday, and I was like, bro, I'm not watching that. I'm going to bed. And y'all gonna be in here. Y'all gonna be like, oh, this happened. I'm like,
nah, I'm not.
Did it?
I'll tell you right now, I'm not watching that game. Not a hoop back. I ain't gonna hold you. I watch a lot of basketball. I do watch football. I still catch football, but hoop on. I be basketball day. But
I'll have it on. I'll
flip back and forth.
If something happens, I'll of noteworthy. I'll text it.
I don't know just for the highlights and stuff. I'll be Twitter keep me updated. I don't know, but I probably won't be watching this game solely. But I'm gonna go with Chicago.
I'm going Pittsburgh. It just seemed coming off the bye, they beat still a good Cleveland Browns team. Even though Baker's struggling, that defense is still legit. Nick Chubb was back, and they still came out and handled the business. It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. It's Pittsburgh right here.
Yeah. I'm going. Yeah. Chicago doesn't seem to play. They don't seem to play well. They're in games at home, but on the road they seem to struggle.
Well, man, you brothers got anything else? Hey, well, I got one thing. Wear your mask. As y'all can see from the show tonight, we're talking about a lot of players that are out from COVID. People still getting sick. Wear your mask and be safe.
Yeah, still out there taking over.
If you're not
over, but it's
even if you vaccinated, wear your mask. But if you're not, definitely please wear your mask.
Yeah, if you're not vaccinated, wear it. Still getting COVID with people that are vaccinated. Chris Middleton has COVID right now. A lot of other NBA players that have it right now too. That's fully vaccinated. So
real quick, I got something else after that. Like, yeah, I'm happy you said something about NBA because we didn't touch it at all today. Is James Harden going to adjust to this new?
You're talking about that a little bit too.
Yeah. He would. No, I'm gonna answer my question.
He already is.
He's a good basketball player. He's going to definitely adjust, but it has been funny to see him struggle.
Also, is the ball that much of a deal? You see, Paul George came out and said they're with Wilson now.
Yeah, he switched to Wilson.
So now he's.
I don't know, man. Well, us three, I can say that we probably played with. Well, that was gonna sound like a big pause. we played with different brands of basketball.
Yeah.
And it hasn't made a difference have we played when we were hooping.
Personally, I like Wilson. I think Wilson makes the best quality basketball.
Oh yeah, it's better than Spalding. Spalding's a nice basketball though, but it's a better than Spalding.
I played with the NBA Spalding ball, Joanne. That ball was that good. Be a person 100% of it. I know it was a big deal when they switched back to the old ball. That one ball that was crisscross panel before too, back like 10 years ago, was a big deal.
But they said the numbers are down, shooting wise.
Down. I think it's because of defense. They're letting them play defense this year. Letting them get a little more physical defense. I think that's the reason why shooting percentage is down. I saw before the Atlanta game, Trae Young shooting 27% from three, 34 last year. Everybody's shooting a little worse, but I don't think it's the ball.
All right, I got three things real quick. Calvin Ridley, man, get well soon. Get your mental health.
I thought you was about to tell me get the hell out. I was about to
I
was about to be like, damn.
Get the mental health that you need, brother, and come back stronger better than ever, man.
Pulling for you over here, brother.
Fuck you to everyone who said the Bulls are going to suck this year. That was the worst offseason move.
What I tell you though, I don't know.
So fuck y'all who said all that.
Fuck you. The camera,
them boys hooping in Chicago.
Hey, they is balling though. Shout out though.
And then last, who y'all got this weekend in the fight? Canelo or Caleb Plant?
Canelo.
Do you even got an axe? Let's go.
I ain't posting no video on that either. Canelo.
Oh yeah, we ain't posting no boxing video.
No boxing video.
I mean, Caleb Plant puncher's chance. But then just have your predictions and let people know there's a fight this weekend too. So
yeah, I'll make sure y'all tune in to that Canelo fight, man. I'll make sure y'all tune in legally, of course. Support illegal. Stream activities here.
But yeah, no, okay, yeah. But after that, I'm just I have nothing else.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well,
anything else, y'all? Love y'all. Facebook Live,
talk to y'all
YouTube
later.
Live, Twitter Live, man. Love y'all.
All right.
Y'all hop on YouTube, watch our content, get on IG Reels, watch our content, man.
We real.
Right.
We out.
We out. Peace. Y'all pull me up.